Why, hello there, Jacob, and today I have a brand new pickup to share with you. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. So, yeah, this particular bad boy right here is a Grail item pickup. Oh, baby. And when I say I'm stoked about this, I mean I am super duper excited to share this with you. So, yeah, let's go ahead and dive into it. So, yeah, the backstory on why this particular bad boy was a Grail piece is, I want to say 3 or 4 years or so ago, Twisted Wrister Hockey bought this particular style of jersey. And, well, let's just say ever since then, I've been trying to get my hands on one of these. Now, believe it or not, I actually have the version that came out right after this, but not this exact version. So, without further ado, hailing from the Central Division of the National Hockey League, boom. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Another Minnesota Wild Reebok Edge jersey. But not only is this a Reebok Edge jersey, I don't know if you can see that tag here. This is a Reebok Edge 1.0. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I finally got my hands on a Minnesota Wild Road White Reebok Edge 1.0. And, like I say, the reason why I wanted to get my hands on this so bad is, as I mentioned before, Nick from Twisted Wrister Hockey unboxed one of these on his channel a few years ago. Can't remember if it was exactly the 1.0 or if it was the 2.0, but the reason why I wanted to get a 1.0 is because, well, if you remember, the Reebok Edge 1.0 era did not last particularly long. It only lasted like a few months before they went to the 2.0. And, well, yeah, as someone who's trying to collect as many Wild jerseys as he can, I figured this was kind of a needed addition to the collection. Even though, not gonna lie, at the end of the day, it's not like a crazy, like must-have per se, but I don't know. I'm one of those few people who really like the Reebok Edge 1.0s, even though they do snag and, they're not necessarily the most sought after, we'll just say. But, yeah, let's go ahead and kind of get into some of the details. So, yeah, as I mentioned, this is a Minnesota Wild Reebok Edge 1.0. And again, what makes it a 1.0 is if you look at the shoulders here, and if you feel this particular material, again, is almost kind of like a dry fit, like comfortable t-shirt type of thing. It's kind of hard to explain the feeling unless you actually have a 1.0. And again, that is how you distinguish 1.0 from 2.0, because the 2.0 does have, like, the polyester front, but it's more of a heavier, rougher, sort of lighter material, for lack of a better term, while this feels kind of more like an actual sweater or a sweatshirt. And another thing you can tell that this is an older jersey is because it still has the old Minnesota Wild shoulder patch from when they first came into the league. So, yeah. As I mentioned, this is a 1.0. Got this in a size 56. Still has tags attached. It's got that plunging V neckline that a lot of the Reeboks had back in the day. So, if you have a big head that doesn't quite fit a normal size, good luck getting one of these on. And again, like I say, the shoulder patch with the material. The striping down the shoulders here, which if you know anything about Reebok, that was sort of their claim to fame, or one of their downfalls was the early piping of these jerseys, which some teams like the Wild, it really didn't, affect it per se, but other teams, you could definitely tell. But yeah. And then of course, as the Minnesota Wild logo on the front that goes down to the striping, still has these tags as well. And then the back of the jersey has the vector with, again, the striping going down the back. And yes, this is a blank with the white stripe. So yeah, like I say, while in the grand scheme of things, this might not necessarily be a massive, massive grail for a lot of people. For me, it's of my favorite team, and it's of a style that you don't see that often. And yeah, like I say, I've been on the hunt for one of these for a few years here. I mean, it's not like they're necessarily scarce per se, but yeah. So boom. That'll basically wrap up this video. So until we meet again, this is Jacob. Have a good day.